until you make the unconscious conscious. It will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Why you keep sabotaging yourself. The psychology of inner destruction. Do you sometimes feel like your own worst enemy? Do you catch yourself repeating the same mistakes, stalling at the same milestones, or even tearing down the very things you worked so hard to build? Despite all your knowledge and determination, it feels as if something inside clips your wings just as you're about to take off. Welcome to the hidden realm of self-sabotage, a place where your subconscious mind quietly pulls the strings, driven by long-forgotten fears, outdated survival patterns, and unconscious imprints etched into your nervous system. In this video, we'll gently peel back the layers. We'll shine a compassionate light on what truly blocks you, not only in your thoughts, but in the deepest folds of your emotions and body memory. Using relatable stories, psychological insights, and Carl Jung's shadow theory, you'll learn to recognize and slowly dismantle the inner mechanisms that keep you stuck. We'll explore how these hidden parts of you, though well-intentioned, often act out of fear rather than your true desires. Our mission is simple: help you understand yourself better so you can climb out of the cycle of inner destruction, one conscious step at a time. Remember, you're not broken, you're wounded. Healing begins with understanding, and understanding marks the first mile of a lifelong journey toward genuine self-trust, clarity, and inner strength. What is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage means being locked in an invisible tug-of-war with your own psyche. You press the accelerator, but an inner part slams on the brakes. Crucially, this isn't laziness or a lack of discipline, it's conditioning. Old limiting beliefs whisper, "Better play small, stay safe." A childhood fear of rejection murmurs, "If I fail, love disappears." A craving to be accepted at any cost keeps you stuck performing roles that drain you. You might delay projects that matter, shrink in relationships that hurt, say yes when your whole body screams no, or criticize yourself into paralysis. These coping strategies once shielded you from pain, but now they manufacture fresh pain. Jung famously noted, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Freedom begins the moment you recognize the unseen scripts and dare to write new ones aligned with your authentic nature, rather than your old fears. Self-sabotage also feeds on perfectionism. We believe we must get it right the first time, or we don't deserve to try at all. The result? A loop of avoidance, shame, and inertia. And this loop isn't driven by laziness. It's driven by fear. The deeper roots. Most sabotage traces back to childhood imprints. Maybe you were praised only when you were perfect. Perhaps success triggered jealousy in caregivers, teaching you to dim your light. Maybe expressing needs led to ridicule, so you learned to suppress desire altogether. These early messages sink beneath logic, wiring themselves into your autonomic nervous system, shaping reflexive thoughts like, "I'm too much," "Success isn't safe," or "If I shine, I'll be abandoned." Thus, an inner saboteur is born, a protective voice urging you to stay invisible and error-free. Once, that voice kept you safe in a volatile world. Today, it cages you. Transformation starts by realizing that you're acting out an obsolete script, and you can walk off that stage. That voice once had a job, survival. But now, you're not in survival. You're ready for something deeper, something truer. The shadow self, Carl Jung. Jung called all the disowned pieces of us the shadow. Emotions, impulses, talents, even our rightful pride, shoved into the dark when they weren't welcome. Self-sabotage is often the shadow's alarm bell. A hidden part fears your brilliance, equating visibility with danger. Yet paradoxically, Locked in that same darkness is your dormant creativity, courage, and life force. Shadow work is not about fighting darkness. It's about integrating it, acknowledging every part of you so your energy flows instead of fragments. When we reject the shadow, we fragment ourselves. When we welcome it, we become whole. Shadow work isn't just about understanding. It's about reclaiming who you were before the world told you to be someone else. Common forms of self-sabotage. Procrastination, waiting for the mythical perfect moment, which never arrives. Underneath lies fear of inadequacy or of the unknown. Perfectionism, setting standards so high you inevitably fail, feeding a loop of self-criticism. Impulsive ruptures, quitting a job in anger, ghosting someone who cares, or binge eating after a small slip, then drowning in guilt. Negative inner dialogue, letting an internal bully narrate your story. You'll mess up anyway. Destructive bonds, gravitate toward partners or friends who echo old wounds because chaos feels familiar. Avoidance and numbing, scrolling, overworking, drinking, anything to dodge the discomfort of growth. Self-abandonment, prioritizing everyone else until your own needs are mute, then resenting the world for not noticing. Sabotaging success. When good things happen, you panic, doubt yourself, or unconsciously derail progress because it feels unfamiliar or unearned. Chronic indecision. You remain stuck in the fear of making the wrong choice, so you make none at all. The result, stagnation. Breaking the loop. Radical self-observation. Track your triggers in a journal. Patterns revealed are patterns weakened. Awareness is the antidote to autopilot. Shadow integration. Ask, what trait in others annoys me most, and where might it live in me? Shine gentle curiosity on your disowned parts. They shrink in shame, but expand in acceptance. Reparenting rituals. Offer your inner child safety, soothing self-talk, slow breaths, compassionate touch. Become the caregiver you craved. Rewrite beliefs. Daily affirmations aren't magic words, they're neuroplastic reps. Replace "I must not fail" with "trying makes me evolve." Internal and external boundaries. When the inner critic yells, respond, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe. I choose growth anyway." Externally, protect your energy by saying no without an essay of excuses. Healing connection. Vulnerability in trusted spaces dissolves shame. Therapists, support groups, or one empathetic friend can mirror the healthier script you're learning to live. Celebrate progress. Each small win rewires your brain. Create rituals to honor your steps, no matter how minor they seem. Conclusion. Self-sabotage is not proof you're weak. It's proof you're alive with unhealed parts calling for integration. We all carry such parts. The turning point arrives when you decide to face them with courage over comfort. Learning to trust yourself means holding space for failure and progress alike. It means protecting your path from outdated voices, inside and out. You deserve a life that nourishes your spirit. Not flawless, authentic, not exhausting, aligned. In the comments, share the arena where you sabotage yourself most, and name one micro step you'll take today. If this video resonated, tap like, share it with someone caught in self-doubt, and subscribe for more Jung-inspired psychology and real-world healing tools. You are not alone, and you are infinitely more than your fear-written script.